Hey there. Ready to dive into something kind of different? We're looking at medicinal plants, but with a twist, just for you. Since you're into natural wellness and all, and being a Virgo, we thought this article, Medicinal Plants for the Virgo Zodiac Sign, might be right up your alley.
Definitely a unique angle.
Right. Full disclosure, not sure I'm sold on all that zodiac stuff, but it's fun to see how these ancient traditions tie personality and nature together, so let's see what we can glean.
Yeah, could be some interesting insights.
Exactly. Okay, so the article jumps right in, connecting Virgos to the element of Earth, suggesting that as an Earth sign, you might be drawn to nature, stability, organization. Any of that ring true for you?
It's fascinating how they link those traits to potential health tendencies.
Oh, tell me more.
Well, it suggests that Virgos, being so grounded, might also be prone to overthinking, striving for perfection, maybe even some health anxieties, particularly around digestion.
Okay, now that is interesting. And speaking of digestion, the first plant they highlight is fennel. I love fennel in cooking, but never really thought of it for medicinal purposes. What's the deal there?
Well, fennel seeds, they've been used for centuries to support digestion. They have this carminative action,
Carminative.
meaning they can help relieve bloating, gas, that kind of thing.
Mm.
And the article suggests that Virgos, with their tendency to, internalize stress, might find fennel particularly helpful for soothing the stomach.
Mm-hmm.
They specifically recommend fennel tea after meals.
So if you're feeling that post-meal discomfort, a cup of fennel tea could be just the thing. Have you ever tried that yourself?
I have, yeah. It's got a lovely, slightly licorice-like flavor.
Interesting.
What I find fascinating is this connection they make between the earth element and the digestive system.
Oh, how so?
Well, they say Virgos seek order control, and that extends even to their digestion. Fennel, being so grounding and calming, can help bring that sense of order to the digestive process.
Wow, that's a cool way to look at it. It's not just about treating the symptom, but understanding the underlying energetic connection too.
Exactly, looking at the whole person.
I like that. So we've got fennel for the Virgo stomach. What about those busy Virgo minds that tend to overthink? The article mentions St. John's wort for that.
Yeah, St. John's wort, long history of use for low mood and mild anxiety.
Right, I've heard of it.
The article suggests that Virgos, with those perfectionistic tendencies, might benefit from its calming and uplifting properties. They recommend St. John's wort tea during times of stress.
That's interesting. I've heard of St. John's wort, but I also know it can interact with some medications. Remember reading about someone having a bad experience because they didn't check with their doctor first. Always good to do your research and talk to your healthcare provider before adding any new herb or supplement.
Absolutely, safety first, always. What's fascinating about St. John's wort is that it's believed to work by impacting neurotransmitters like serotonin and dopamine, which play a role in mood regulation. So it's not just some mystical effect, there's actual science going on there.
Right, that makes sense. Okay, so we've got fennel for digestion, St. John's wort for calming the mind. What's next on this Virgo-friendly plant list?
Well, the article highlights mint next, which is interesting because it kind of addresses both the mental and physical stuff we've been talking about.
Oh yeah, mint. Love a good mint tea. So refreshing. But I didn't realize it could help with digestion too.
Right, it's a bit of a multitasker. See, mint has these compounds, menthol and menthone, which can actually relax the muscles in the digestive tract. So it can ease things like bloating and indigestion.
Mm.
Kind of echoes that grounding, calming effect of fennel, but with this added mental clarity boost as well.
So it's like a double whammy for Virgos, dealing with both a busy mind and a sensitive stomach.
That's the idea they're putting forward, yeah. And, it even suggests that Virgos, with their love of order and cleanliness, might be particularly drawn to that, clean, crisp scent of mint.
That makes sense. Funny how even our sense of smell can tie into these personality traits.
Absolutely. And speaking of smell, the article even touches on aromatherapy, suggesting that even just the aroma of mint can be revitalizing. Have you ever tried using essential oils?
I've dabbled a little bit, mostly lavender for relaxation, but I'm curious, how does aromatherapy actually work?
Well, the theory is that when you inhale essential oils, the scent molecules, they travel to the olfactory bulb in your brain, which is linked to the limbic system, the part that handles emotions and memories.
Right.
So certain scents can trigger relaxation, uplift your mood, even help with focus.
Wow, never knew that. Amazing how scent can have such a powerful effect on us. Okay, so we've got fennel and mint for digestion, St. John's wort for mood. What's the last plant on this Virgo list?
It's valerian root, which is really well known for its sleep-promoting properties.
Oh, valerian. I think I've seen that in the tea aisle before. What's the connection to Virgo specifically?
Well, they suggest that Virgos, with their super active minds, might find it hard to switch off at night,
Oh, I can relate to that.
leading to difficulty sleeping.
Hmm.
And valerian is known to have this calming effect on the nervous system. It can even help reduce anxiety, which can be a huge factor in insomnia.
Now that you mention it, I do tend to do a lot of mental replaying of the day right before bed. It's like my mind just won't quit.
Right, and that's where valerian might come in handy. It's not like a sleeping pill, it doesn't knock you out, but it kind of helps ease you into a more relaxed state.
Yeah,
The article suggests having valerian tea an hour or so before bed.
that sounds worth trying. I'm always up for natural ways to improve sleep. So we've got these four plants, each addressing a different aspect of well-being. What I find really interesting is that they all seem to connect back to that earth element in some way, whether it's through grounding, calming, or promoting a sense of order.
Yeah, it is remarkable how they all circle back to that, core Virgo energy.
Yeah, right.
Like they're providing support for those very traits that can sometimes be both a strength and a challenge.
I'm totally seeing that. The love of nature, the need for order, the tendency to overthink. It's like these plants are offering a gentle nudge.
Yeah, a nudge to help find balance within those characteristics.
Exactly.
And, even if someone listening isn't a Virgo but still resonates with those tendencies, like this whole exploration can still be valuable.
Oh, absolutely.
It's about recognizing those patterns within ourselves and being open to natural ways of supporting our well-being.
Totally. It's not about fitting ourselves into some astrological box,
Right.
but rather using it as a starting point.
A starting point for self-discovery. Maybe you're someone who, regardless of your star sign, you just know you hold tension in your stomach when you're stressed.
Oh, yeah.
Well, this deep dive might prompt you to try that fennel tea, see if it makes a difference. Or perhaps you're someone who struggles to unwind at night. Just like the article suggests Virgos do, valerian root could be worth exploring.
It's all about connecting those dots between our individual experiences and this wisdom that these traditional practices, like herbalism, have to offer.
And that's what I find so empowering about this whole approach. It's not about blindly following a prescription, but like really taking the time to understand ourselves and the resources that are available to us,
Yeah.
and then making informed choices that actually support our unique needs.
Beautifully said. So for you listening out there, whether you're a Virgo, a skeptic, or just curious about natural wellness, we hope this deep dive has given you some food for thought.
So,
Maybe it sparked an interest in trying one of these plants or just encouraged you to pay closer attention to those connections between your personality and your well-being.
and remember, the journey to balance, it's ongoing.
So true.
There's always more to learn, more to explore, and more ways to connect with the natural world and its potential to support us.
That's a great note to end on. So until next time, happy exploring, and may you find balance and well-being in all aspects of your life.